I was always proud of our house, so I think that's important. Yeah, I felt always proud. It was always painted, and the roof was painted green and everyone else had red.
Can I ask what the external cladding or construction was?
Weatherboard.
Just standard weatherboard?
It was either bricks or weatherboard. Most homes in Queenstown were weatherboard, even the good ones were weatherboard. It was tiny, but I didn't know that at the time. And it was sort of 4 rooms with a passage up the middle, and then we sort of started building out with wash houses, garages. And
cover for the wood?
Yes, cover for the wood, shed for Dad.
Wendy house for Marlene?
That's it. It sort of went like that. And then up the back we had 2 pigeon lofts. And up the back seemed a long way away, but when I went back that trip with my brother, and it wasn't that far away, really.
No. Different pair of eyes.
It certainly was. Yes, but you're talking about what the walls were made of. Evidently, when we first started, it would be the framework, and then it was scrim and paper. And evidently a lot of homes had it, and this scrim is sort of like Hessian bag. It was what they called scrim,
yep.
And you put wallpaper over it.
Yes. So you just tension up this Hessian, nail it onto the frame, and then put your paper over it. So it was a...
Yes, when the wind blew.
Had a spun. So you could see the internal walls flexing.
Yeah, it were really bad
when you had the air pressure changing.
Because Dad was very good. It wasn't drafty. You sort of had your mother's bedroom one side, and there was a lounge room the other side with a very nice lounge in it. Later on they put my bed in there. Straight out of their bedroom into the dining room, which was a big table, cost 1 6p. I don't know why I remember that. 15 cents now. We all sat around that. There was five of us, and then Dad had a chair, and then there were just ordinary chairs around the wall. That's why I love my lounge room. I can walk behind the lounge, height of luxury. And then we go from that room out into the kitchen. We had running water, which some people didn't have, and electric stove. And then off that we had a tiny little bedroom.
The spare room.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Then off the kitchen was the bathroom. We had a tin bath and a chip heater for years, and then Dad put on hot water system, new bath, and a corner sink. Very nice.
You had an outhouse. I mean,
yes,
back in those days.
We used to go out into what we used to call the wash house. People call them laundries now, but it was a wash house. The 2 trows and a copper, and in one corner was the toilet. It was flushable. Queenstown was sewerage to invite people to stay, to come round to the West Coast because they had sewerage. Yeah, well, Zian didn't.
Yes, exactly.
All strawn. Yes, so yes, as I said, when we moved from Queenstown to Hobart, we just told the removalists how big the house was, and they brought round a lorry that was suitable for moving that sized house. But we had so much more of all Dad's extras that in the end we had to give away things or dispose of things because there wasn't enough room. Didn't bring a big enough lorry.